Alright, well, I figured I'd give you guys an update for the few of you that are still subscribed. I know it's been forever since I did any kind of Holley video, and I'll eventually get back to it, trust me. I've been really busy doing shop slash home improvements, and I'll go over why in just a second here, which obviously you can see some of it here. So I had I guess you'd call it a shop sale, pop up on Facebook Market recently, where originally I thought it was a widow selling off her husband's old tools, but he was actually there. I'm guessing they were just in a crunch for money or something. I'm not really sure. I never got an explanation. I didn't want to ask and get too personal, but essentially he was selling off a lot of Harbor Freight stuff and then these two lovelies. So this is a Precision Matthews PM30MV mill, or milling machine. DRO. I just got this kind of oiled and waxed, or not waxed, but plastic wrapped off. Got the milling vise here. So I got this, I got the table. I bought these industrial leveling casters. Blanked there for a second on what they were called. But those were bought extra. He just had normal like leveling feet on them. But the mill, this table, this toolbox full of milling tools. This standard modern 11-inch lathe with a ton of tools and replacement parts, gears. It's a old gear driven setup. Some material to mill. But anyways, I got all these for a pretty damn good deal. Of course, it came with some cutting fluids, some oils, whey oil. It's got a lot of goodies, but I think I came out really good on these two items. So these are two machines that I've wished I had several times and didn't, and always kind of wanted, and I realistically didn't have the space for them, and I still don't. So that brings us to the next little bit. I promise you eventually on top of the Holley videos I will get back to work on the Mustang and put this tool that I bought and really haven't used a whole lot, well sorry, haven't used at all yet. This is my tubing bender from Rogue Fab. I'll eventually use that, and this tool that I bought last, this Central Machinery from Harbor Freight. This is their industrial bandsaw. This I've already put to use on a couple of jobs, little side jobs I did, which actually were what paid for these two machines. But this thing is amazing so far. I've used the crap out of it, and it will be getting used like crazy for my pie cuts on my exhaust. But I have to make room for that, the bandsaw, this milling machine. I don't have room in the shop to house these and have any kind of work to move around. So I'll show you what I've been working on. Probably never seen any of this in my video, but so back there is an apartment complex, but I never realized how far back my property actually went. I don't know if you can see that chain link fence that's right through there, but my property goes almost all the way back to that. You can see the corner of the fence there. That's my property line. It's that corner of the fence, and that corner of the fence is probably generous. It probably goes back a little further than that, but I have a lot of space here. Now the downside is I would love to widen my shop and make it essentially a two-car garage, but it just would be a lot more work. Extending it back is a lot easier. So me and some buddies, along with my roommate, have been dropping trees and pretty much cutting all these and piling up as much as I can out in front of the yard for them to pick up for the city. And then I've been hauling some of this stuff over to my mom's to burn. But essentially I'm gonna have to pay someone to drop these, because these are monstrosities compared to my shop, and they're really close to my shop and my neighbor's fences. So that tree and that tree will be professionally dropped, probably along with this pine tree here and maybe that big pine tree there. I don't know if I'm gonna leave that or not, but all these little trees in between, probably gonna drop all those too, so they're not a risk to the shop during hurricanes, which we have all the time here. I say all the time, but we have a hurricane season every fall. So the plan is to extend the shop from here back to, say about right there, at about 8 to 12 feet. And that should be plenty enough room for the new tools that I've bought to have space to actually be ran. So once those trees are dropped, slab is poured, shop is extended and built, I will be wiring these machines up pretty much along that back wall. I have plans to build a fab table and get rid of this little rink-dink welding table. I want an actual fixture table. So I have plans for that. I've talked to a guy that sells the plates on eBay. I'm probably gonna buy aluminum fixture plates and weld up a table to where those will bolt to it. That is the plan. Along with this, I'm also going to be pouring some concrete on my house, my back patio area, to extend that out, because I want to have a little area to be able to sit outside, hang out. But just want to let you guys know that are still subscribed and watching, that I haven't forgotten y'all, and I have been doing work, even if it's not on the Mustang, that I would love to be actually spending my time on. It's been doing a lot of time was spent moving these. I had to get help relocating these. I have some really good friends that came in clutch helping me get these moved, because these things weigh a ton. But yeah, the friends that help me move these are also some of the same ones that are helping me clear these trees. So hopefully I'll be able to get these in place, hooked up, and start learning them. Maybe eventually I'll do a review video on them, but right now I know enough to turn them on, essentially, and very little knowledge. I have huge instruction manuals printed in the drawers down here, but I know enough to do minor stuff. So my skill level is limited. I've been trying to learn AutoCAD to design the shop layout, and I'm having a fun time trying to do that. So if anybody's an expert on AutoCAD and wants to message me on Facebook and be on standby for random questions I have, I would love that, because I'm probably doing things the hard way when there's probably a button that makes it way easier to do. But that's where I'm at, and this is actually some stuff for my roommate. His job, which is the side work I'm doing, is to do with his business, or the business he works for. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, guys, is messing around with mainly yard work, I guess. So I'll touch base back whenever I have some more progress done with this, probably around the time when we're pouring a slab or building the shop. But oh, one last thing. So along with these two bits, I'll also spend another chunk of money, which you can probably take a guess on what by looking at these. That'll be another video whenever that actually gets here. It's on, I guess, I don't know if it's back order or what you want to call it, but it's essentially waiting to be shipped or waiting to show up. They told me probably around September, so that's another fun toy or addition I bought for the shop. It's going to require more space. But yeah, until next time, guys, thanks for watching.